So, I just wanted to kind of touch briefly on something that's been on my mind. I wanted to talk about getting maid service and why I would never, ever, ever do that. I've worked for 3 different maid services. I genuinely love cleaning. I do it all the time, constantly. Love cleaning. So, what better way to make money than to actually clean? And you get to listen to podcast or music. It's low interaction with people, which is great because I'm kind of over my limit of interactions with people after being in customer service for 25 years. Blah, blah. Anyways, getting to the nitty gritty, the good stuff. So, this is true. This is all true. I'm not making this up. I'm not fabricating this. But I found it so hard, and I think it's so disgusting because every maid service that I worked for, that looked hot. Anyways, every maid service that I worked for, they use the same exact sponges and cleaning stuff in the bathroom as they do in the kitchen. I didn't do that. It was gross. And I addressed it with somebody, and they said, well, it's gonna take too long to try to train somebody about what clean kit, like a bathroom kit versus a kitchen kit. So gross. So they literally will clean toilets and bathtubs with those sponges, go into your kitchen and do the same thing with those same exact sponges. And it's so foul and disgusting. And it's just because they're lazy and they don't want to change their sponges, or they don't want to pay for sponges. The company doesn't want to pay for sponges. So it's so gross. And then you know what? To even make it more disgusting, they use the same shit in everybody's house. So your house could be third on the list, and the second person could be really sick from COVID or the flu, and you're going to use sponges in their house, and then you're going to take that to the next house and you're going to spread it around. Okay, so honestly, really, really, you should just clean your own house because it's so disgusting. I swear to God. And I'm not trying to be dramatic or get lots of likes and views, but it's just so gross. And I struggled inside with this because I have taught sanitation and disinfection, and I've taught microbiology, so it's just so fucking disgusting to me that they would do that. The other thing, and I would definitely not get maid service, is because they have an extremely high turnover rate. I mean, there'll be girls working there for only 3 weeks and then they bounce. I think it's because people have to show job verification for hours for their welfare benefits, so people would just sign up to work for a few days to get that certification, and then they would just quit. Why am I telling you this? Why is that important? I'll tell you why. It is because they use their phones to get to your house. The maid services, they let their employees use their phone. Okay, now let that sink in for a minute, okay? So some tweaker maid that just started has your address and knows the layout to your house, and it's in her phone maps, Google Maps history. And dude, these people know your house. And they talk about it too. This is true maid shit for you. They judge you. They talk about you. They look at your shit. If say all of a sudden your husband starts sleeping in the other room because he's snoring or whatever. All of a sudden they're oh, I think they're getting a divorce. The husband's in the other room. They also will talk about you if you're dirty. And yeah, it is not a luxury thing. It is not good. And I know this has been with 3 different maid services, so I know that this is just how the industry is, and it's so fucking disgusting. I would never ever ever get maid service. It's so dirty. It's not clean. It's not sanitary. They spread germs from house to house. They even vacuum up like bugs and lice and shit, and then they take it to the next house, and those eggs are in that vacuum cleaner. It's so gross. Like, no, don't do it. It's better to just clean your own house. And it's actually safer because, like I said, there's a lot of maids that will use their phone to get to the job. Then they quit that job. Oh, and guess what? Worst part, even more scary and disgusting, is they actually save codes to your house. For once, I'm glad I'm not rich, so I don't have to worry about people having the codes to my house or spreading COVID germs around in my house. Just fucking clean your own house. Trust me, you do not want that. And sometimes the people that they hire that are coming in are really gross and dangerous, and they don't even take off their shoes. And it's just, ugh. So I would never, ever, ever, ever hire maid service. And I'm going to guarantee, probably even with the corporate ones, it's going to be like this because that's just how it is they're too cheap to buy different sponges and they don't care. Also, if you do get maid service, you probably should tip. Especially if somebody's in your fucking house walking around and cleaning your shit. You should tip them. Trust me. They'll get back at you in little ways. They won't clean very well. They might go ahead and use the same sponge to clean out the toilet and use that on your counters in your kitchen. They might steal something from you. I didn't do that, and I'm not like that, but I've worked with people that are like that. They treat the people that tip better. They really do. Even if you throw down $5, they're not going to be scandalous and be using this. I mean, they still do, but they will do kind of extra things if you don't tip them. Kind of like I did hair for 25 years, and I was doing this one gal's hair in Austin, Texas, and she worked at that the bar where they dance on the counter, whatever, Coyote Ugly, whatever shit. She worked there. She said that they had a code word for if someone was rude or didn't tip. They'd be like, let's get them a really clean glass. They would take this like towel that they had used to clean a bathroom later, and you wipe your glass down with that. So it's kind of like Fight Club, you know, these people are in your house. These people are serving you. These people are delivering to you. These people are your servant, basically. And I know people say tipping culture's gotten out of control. Well, maybe that's the only job that somebody can get, okay? And maybe they're trying to take care of their family. I did hair in the 2000s, and it was great. I made like $60, $80 a day in tips, no problem. So, side note, always tip. Otherwise, good luck with that. Anyways, hope you enjoyed this short about what it's like to, or the real deal with maids. And I'm also going to talk about the real deal with fucking hair, being a hairstylist. That's a whole fucking shit show. Anyways.